Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the uniqueness of being human. And what does that even mean? So as I look back on my life and observe humanity as it's moved through over the decades, I've noticed that ever since computers and automation have become more integrated into society, and especially recently over the last decade or so with the integration of iPhones and smart devices, and even more so with things like social media, and now with AI, what I've started to observe is that we are collectively losing our uniqueness as we become more dependent and more engaged with social media, AI, and all these convenience tools that we latch onto that we think are so cool. We give up ourselves. We give up our uniqueness. For example, I'll take an example like music. When I was a teenager and I was a musician, I played guitar. I learned how to play guitar by ear. When I played, I either practiced at home by myself, or I would join a band or a group and we'd go out and play gigs, etc. Everything was extremely tactile and very much involved with community, and my my guitar playing and my musical abilities are all very unique. But today, what you find is that musicians are more or less staying at home, playing in front of their computers with gadgets. Some of these gadgets are like modern gadgets, like the Kempler and Axe FX. I don't want to get too detailed, but there's all these devices now, and pedals and endless amounts of gear that musicians can buy. And what they end up doing is not so much creating music, but they end up just tweaking and playing around with these things, but not really developing their own character. Back in the day, we had maybe like an amplifier, a guitar, and a chord, and maybe one or two pedals, but that was it. Everything else had to come from me. I had to create my tone, I had to create my music. But today, it seems as though like you can lose yourself completely in all these gadgets and not end up playing anything meaningful. And that's very evidenced by the music you hear today on Spotify versus what you used to listen to decades ago. Even recording. You'd hear recordings back in the day that were like very live, it's as if the musicians were in one room. And today, like it's all kind of done remotely. And the recordings are done digitally, many times without even an amplifier or a microphone, virtually. And what this is doing is it's really eliminating the uniqueness, the character of the artist. And this is also true in the art world with conceptual art and how art is being presented. It's become more and more dissociated from the public, whereas majority of the public doesn't even understand it. Our daily lives, with our phones and these tools of convenience, social media, how we're all being conditioned. Women, for example, now, if they want to get attention on TikTok, it's almost as if they have to flash their bodies. You know, they have to show their cleavage, they have to show their butts, and then they get attention, they get likes. So all these likes and social media incentives that nudge us to conform is all making us give up our individuality, and we're all becoming entrained, gradually entrained into this this social media AI landscape where we lose our complete individuality. And what's going to be left? You know, once we give up our sense of uniqueness and we sacrifice that, what's left? You know, how do we express our unique purpose, our unique selves? It's a real dilemma, and it's very concerning, especially as I see it. However, most people I encounter, friends and younger people, don't seem to be too concerned, or they're not even aware of it. You know, they're just allowing themselves to be entrained that way, and as a consequence, they're losing their unique sense of selves in the process, and that's extremely concerning. And I don't see that going backwards anytime soon. At least, you know, people of my generation, we've had the opportunity to experience humanity that was very diverse, and individuals, and were unique, and everyone had something different to offer, and we respected our differences. But today it seems as though there's very little tolerance for individualization. It's as if being an individual is offensive. So, anyways, that's my rant today. I'd like to know your thoughts. Do you observe this? Are you aware of this? How does it impact your life? And what does it mean to you? So thank you very much, and we'll see you another time.